Alright. Welcome back, guys. Just one time here, we have David as Gale. Please ignore the sounds in the background while I'm playing the room and my little brother and you're playing Twilight Princess. So, apparently he's forgotten the basics of how to play because he's yelling at him. This dude. Oh, he's trying to herd the goats. I hear them now. The cultural exchange. This reminds me a little bit of the Citadel here. You can still adjust into the differences in how to do anything according to this way. From Director Khan.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
I'm not pretending, honey.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay.
Unless you left the map lined up.
Will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam load on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Okay. And how this is the way back to the ship?
Yeah. Looks fine so far.
Nothing much is R3. What is R3 again?
Be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
I don't know what R3 is. Oh, there we go.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI.
It's a
I've
PI.
scanned all the
Pardon
potential
me.
sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If
That
you could
was my
scan these other
blown up.
panels while I fix this one. That would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Gotcha.
No, I'm fine.
I need to go upstairs.
Find out why. Be careful.
Power couplers, more power relays. Excellent. What? Girl Scout cookies. Hyperion's inventory lists Galactic Scout cookies. Wait, really? Seriously?
Up here? Is there one up here from this scan? We need to go even further up.
This is Nexus
No, it
Control,
isn't
the
what we
Hyperion.
wanted, but
It's
what
good to have
choice
you
do we
here.
have? How the hell should I know?
Excellent. Let's go over the
Remember,
docking
you have
checklist,
a
shall
job.
we?
If you want to keep it, do it.
What am I supposed to be seeing? Wait, right there.
Debarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
That? No? Right now, I just got my data tape for
Hello.
Sam on there. Is there a way I can change what I'm looking at? No. Remote access. No affairs.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Maybe there's something in here. Right there. This way.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Upstairs. Sorry. Excuse me.
Debarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Alright, moving on. Docking plan?
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
And how do I disable power to the thing? Did I do it already? Maybe closer. No? Okay. No. Oh. I'm supposed to be garage.
Report to the docking area at once.
Garage dude. Raj dude. Raj. I don't know how to disable.
On accessing more power from the Hyperion.
I'm so confused.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
No, don't go for me. Not bad. Not bad. Did we disable it?
It'll be in the security update. Somewhere you missed.
Engineering report. Hyperion power draw is now
Um,
at 100%.
I'm trying to see if there was some way I could disable the thing. Garage rooms and else, is that not him down here? That was an odd movement.
Engineering report. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Just curious.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around.
Please select a topic.
Or not. I don't feel like this is a GM talk. I can't see garage.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on
I'm
hold.
just glitching into the
Please await
wall.
further instructions.
Good friend. Trying to tell you. Okay.
What am I going to do? It's not right. It's not fair.
What?
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political.
What?
My husband. He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
Wow.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to.
I would like to
Thank you.
not.
I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit.
I would like to not let a man
Please.
be
Tell
exiled for no
Nilken
reason.
I love him.
No reason. Words.
Notice the handle today. This will finish it.
Oh.
Engineering update. We are working.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer.
You're
Mike's here
very
all the
pale
time.
for your kind.
Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's
a
more.
weird head twitch.
He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
I will try to help you, my friends. Yeah. Can I shop?
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
You got it. Shop till you drop. Here I come.
That's fine. Hey, wait. Please don't drop anything you bought from me, okay? Tam would have my head if anything happened to you on my account.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I can't pass what. This would be the only way to get. Oh, this is what I have. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get myself.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Okay, it's easier time with this mission than this one.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll
Your
try.
face is all messed up.
Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and
What is wrong with
looking
your
for the
eyeballs?
Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Well, aren't you just nice?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
I'm glad we already have a
usually
name
see them
for
on
them.
worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
I agree with her.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the
good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to war in the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
Yeah, that's what yep.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yeah.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I like Kandros. I like him a lot. No.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
Hello, Mr. Kandros.
Engineering report.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Alright, well, there's a... I'm trying to... Based on the search report, 16 seats, these were no closer to gaining a foothold in any sector. Decent recon and greater intel on the enemy, showing that their efforts are futile. Risk involved of continued loss and lives. Ooh, make it hard to justify. It's now low and we'll scale down expectations again. That sucks. Checking something real quick. Alright, for the sake of not boring you with a super long video, I'm gonna cut it here. So that's all for now.
We're not giving up.
The audio finish playing.
No, I'm not letting your ego get us killed, even if I have to. No, get him off me! Get him off me!
Alright, so that's all for now. I'm Tristan, and thanks for watching. Remember to get your return appointment on the way out the door.